Thank you, bro. What's your name?
Q?
Q?
Q.
How do you spell it? Like just the
Letter Q.
just letter Q. Is it short for something?
Quay.
Quay?
Quay.
Is that Q-U-A-Y or
Q-U-A-N-D.
Q-U-A-N-D?
Q-U-A-N-D.
A-N-D.
Vietnamese name.
Nice. Welcome back, everybody. We are looking at, I think, 57 days out. That can't be right. Today's Thursday. What is 7? No, 8 weeks. 8 times 7 is 50. I thought it was 56. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have a really dumb moment. I'm supposed to be a really smart engineer that can do any type of math, but 8 times 7 is 56. Oh yeah, today's 57, but Saturday would be day 56 away because Saturday to a Saturday. So I don't know. I try so hard to keep track of the days, but it depends if you count the current day or not. And if you, whatever, man. We're doing back, and then tomorrow's gonna be arms. I have yet to publish my back day, the second lift of the week. So there's multiple ways. I think I talked about this. There's multiple ways that I could indicate where we are in the timeline of working out and such. And one of those ways is this is week 7 or week 8 since I started on my training routine, and then lift 4 out of 5 of this week. I could also just say the date. I could also just say, 8 weeks out or 9 weeks out from Olympia, but then, it's always 8 weeks and 6 days, 8 weeks and 4 days, and 1 day, and then 8 weeks exactly, and then it's 7 weeks. So counting that way is hard too. It doesn't really matter too much. I don't think anyone really cares exactly, but I think when I do put the days remaining in the title, that is the most accurate we can get in terms of looking at the countdown, because it's the day count. And so yeah, I just officially met my new gym friend, adding to my, I don't want to say gym gang, but the crew, the troops, the gym troops. This guy I've been doing the nod with for longer than anybody else without actually introducing, and he's a homie for sure. So that's cool, meeting some more people. We're in the gym a little bit earlier today as well, because on my way here I have to pass by a high school which is now in session. School's back in session, which also I don't even know if I'm in frame, so hopefully I am now. I just put it to 0.5. So anyway, school's in session, which means either I leave earlier and skip the traffic, or I have to drive around the long way, because it's kind of like a triangle from my house to the gym. And if you take the diagonal, it's a shorter distance, and if I take the long way around, it's faster roads, so it's the same time but longer distance. And I need to get new tires on my car. I also have some issues with my house title, so I have to do that. And then I have to edit that video. I have a lot of work that I need to really get cranking away at. Yesterday was a very rough day. I feel exhausted and I feel tired and I feel dead, which is good. This is how I need to feel. It's an indicator that I am on track with being in a very good calorie deficit. My calorie deficit is quite extreme these days because, to be honest, I've cheated on my diet in the past month and a half a shameful amount, a tragic amount, and so much and in such a way that it has challenged my identity and how I see myself and how much I respect myself. But I think now the pressure of being so overweight and so close to Olympia, 8 weeks, at this point, because I was already in such a good condition after Toronto, if I just didn't mess up after Toronto, or if I even just maintained a little bit better, I would have been so much better on track and everything. I've learned so many lessons, and I'm going to make a video someday, hopefully sooner than later, about all these lessons I've learned. And then I'll, because there's a lot of good, valuable lessons I've learned from doing this whole training thing and just learning about my body, learning about discipline, everything like that. Right. So, I also am planning a trip with my brother to Taiwan, and that's going to be a really good trip. Make sure my face is in the camera. I'm trying out this new angle. I'm not so sure how it's going to be because the weights here are in the way of my face a little bit. But yeah, planning a trip to Taiwan in a couple months after Olympia, of course, and that's going to be really cool. That's going to be mainly a YouTube video trip. I'd like to do, I don't know the style exactly, but almost Anthony Bourdain style. I forget the name of his TV series, but it's on Hulu now, and I watched a little bit. They have so many ads, I just can't stand it, so I stopped. But I really liked the way he did his videos because it was part food, but it wasn't so totally focused on food. It was also focused on the community, the culture, the current politics like Liberia, and the history of where he's going, the people, meeting the people, seeing the sights to be seen, and stuff like that, which I really like because I think there can be a lot of value in doing this type of series, TV show style YouTube videos of where I'm going, because then people can really see, okay, not only is this a good way to see what a city or country is truly like, but also how does it work for someone in a wheelchair? You can actually watch me going down the street, going up a hill, having some issue with something, and that kind of gumshoe on the ground, not just clips of the good stuff, not just clips of the bad stuff, not just clips of the transit, but clips of the, plane landing, get to the hotel, go out to dinner, meet with locals, talk to people, go to a local gym. All of that, I think, would be really valuable just to put out in the world, and people would just be interested because people are interested in watching. And sorry, I apologize in advance. This is a long intro. People are just generally interested in watching other videos of people traveling and exploring the culture, but I have the extra benefit of doing it in a wheelchair, which adds a new perspective, as well as, with the gym. And if I'm going to meet up with people, like I got a connection in Taiwan, and I also there's an Oracle office in Taiwan, and I'm sure there's a couple IFBB pros in Taiwan who may also even be in a wheelchair. I don't know. So there might be some wheelchair athletes I can meet up with. There might be, there's a lot of groups of people I can meet up with. And wow, my leg is having a good old time here. All right, so with that super long intro, I think my method these days is talk for a lot in the beginning and then just put all the workout clips on top of it. We'll see what I do today. Nice and empty in the gym this morning. Pretty happy about that. But yeah, let's get this workout going. I got the tingles. So we just get out of the gym, just finished the workout, and I am grabbing my stuff to pack up here. There we go. So you're like, oh yeah, it's not a bad view. So I came into the gym earlier today, and that was really nice. It gave me some time to zip through my workout. And I like this new method that I'm doing where I talk more in the beginning and then I don't talk between any of my other sets, which kind of good, kind of bad, because it means, if I have a thought later on, I usually will just withhold it, which is okay to do anyway, I suppose, but it's just a new style I'm trying because I tend to talk for about 6 to 10 minutes before I start my workout. But then, I'm coming in earlier and I want to, kind of leave the gym earlier, give myself some extra time to talk to people in the gym before I leave and in between sets. So I met a couple new people today. Well, I caught up with Chimdi, and then I met a new guy. His name is Isaiah. He's a bodybuilder, so he's actively competing. So we related on all of that, like the bodybuilding and stuff. Talked to my gym wifey, and I think that was it. But it's nice. Oh yeah, the guy that I've been doing the gym head nod with, Q, finally introduced and met him and stuff. So it's nice. It's nice coming in and seeing the same people over and over, growing with them, and eventually you catch up with them a little bit every day. And this is the lifestyle that I want for more than just the gym. Is I want the sociality built in. It's after work. I leave work around 6, maybe 7 p.m. I just go home. I maybe will eat, or I will do a couple chores, do some dishes, just get ready for the next day, take a shower, or just lay down because I'm tired with this calorie deficit. So hanging out with people after work during the week is really tough. But if I can live in a community or have roommates where my friends are all nearby, then it's so much easier just to pop over to eat dinner, like bring your own food even, but just pop over, right? Or, at work, at the office, having that culture where you go out and have lunch together and you kind of talk in between meetings, or you can just hop over and ask a question and maybe bring your computer and work together on some issue. And I have the sociality in the gym, but that's all. I don't really have anybody in the office, and also work is pretty heavy, so it's tough. And I don't eat lunch when I go to work, so I work straight through. And, it's just all that type of stuff really it gets to you, being lonely in the sense of the day-to-day life stuff. And, it's like in Germany, they have these produce markets just on every corner everywhere, at least where I was in Bochum. So you can go to the same place, get your vegetables for the day, every single day. You don't need to stock up, and you can just walk there and then walk back with a little bag of food for the day. And then the people, and who's delivering your mail, who you're buying the food from. You make those connections in the community, and we just don't have that where I live. And most of America, I don't think, has that. And I suppose I could move somewhere in America that has it, but I just don't think America's my style. And anywhere in Europe, maybe, Berlin, maybe Barcelona would be cool. But then I only speak English, so then I think Singapore, but I don't think Singapore is as much of a social culture, so there's trade-offs. But yeah, so that's been on my mind a little bit, just thinking about how can I structure a lifestyle that involves seeing my friends routinely and it's sustainable, because I ebb and flow with going all out, going out every weekend with my friends, staying out until 3, 4 a.m., and that's not sustainable, but I do it for a little bit, and then I can't do it for like 3, 4, 5 months, and then I do it again. But it's challenging. It's really challenging. So anyway, have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Tomorrow is arm day. Ciao. I love you.